Start off explaining the reasoning behind your letter yesterday to the Alabama Democrats and the Democratic National Convention.
Well, I was sworn to uphold the law. Back in January of 2023, I raised my right hand to uphold the laws of this state of Alabama, and our Constitution, and I take that very seriously. We're coming up on a big election. We're dotting our I's and crossing our T's and talking about what's coming up in November for the big general election. And it came to our attention that the DNC does not take place until after the statutory deadline of August the 15th. And so we wanted to send a letter to the DNC and to the state Democratic Party to let them know that per Alabama law, we've got to have that certification in place by August the 15th.
Where's that August 15th deadline come from?
It comes from 1714-31 that states it's 82 days out of the general election. And we're going to adhere to that. And we just wanted to give them a heads up.
Yes, sir. And the Alabama Democrats, they released a statement talking about a provisional certification. What is that?
Well, I don't know where this provisional certification is coming from. There may be some cases in other states, and we're getting lumped in with that. But we have no provisional certification clause or exception in Alabama law.
Are there any exceptions in Alabama law to the 82-day rule?
No.
So what happened in 2020 with Donald Trump?
So 2020, the legislature, right across the street over here, we passed an extension to the deadline for both parties. Both parties. It wasn't just for the RNC, it was for both parties. And they extended that deadline, and they came in under the statutory deadline. It was a one-time change only for 2020, and it doesn't extend to 2024. It reverted back to the law, to where we're at now.
So if we wanted to see that again, lawmakers would have to make that decision during this legislative session.
Either they got to address it that way, or the DNC's got to find a way to get us the certification by the August 15th deadline.
Now I want to go back to a provision that was in the one that you cited.
Okay.
So along with the National Convention's certificate of nomination, the provision also mentions a written petition signed by at least 5,000 qualified voters in Alabama could be a means to get someone on the ballot. Am I understanding that correctly? Is that an alternative in this situation?
Yeah, we're going to adhere to what the law says. That's 1714-31B. And again, I was sworn to uphold the laws of our state and our Constitution. That's what I aim to do.
Why make such a big deal about this right now? Considering that there are other alternatives that Alabama has applied in the past.
Well, again, my job is to make sure these elections in this state run smoothly, are open, transparent, accountable, fair, secure, working with all of our partners, probate judges, circuit clerks throughout the state to make sure we have strong elections, election integrity, and that's what we're doing. Our top priority is election integrity in our office, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna adhere to our laws, and that's in the state of Alabama.
So if it comes down to it, if that other alternative of the 5,000 signature petition is done, or state lawmakers make an exception, or the DNC moves their conference, will that be as broadcasted as, this particular letter was broadcasted?
Ask that again.
So will it get the same, will you be releasing a statement saying, okay, they've changed their date. Now all of their people will be able to be on the ballot. Will have the same treatment, I guess?
Sure, listen, as long as both parties get in their certifications on time by the deadline, they're gonna be on the ballot. As long as they adhere to Alabama state law, we're gonna put them on the ballot.